their brain runs like 1,000,000 miles a minute. So think of it as like they're on like a supercomputer overload in their brain where they're trying to process and understand how everything's feeling, and consciously they're thinking about that, like with the air on their skin and the sun, and then what the person's saying, while they're processing all of that and taking that in while they're thinking about some random movie quote, while they're thinking about some other thing they need to do for the day. Like, you just throw it in line and there's like 1,000,001 things that are all going on in the brain at once, and it's called like overprocessing. So that overprocessing is one thing that they all have in common along that whole spectrum, along that whole board. It's
just hard to focus on one thought.
Yeah, but at the point to where it's like crazy, where it's like it almost gives you, not crazy, I shouldn't say crazy, but it's I mean crazy in a way like it's immense, like there's a lot of it at once, like so think about it as like I don't suggest it for everybody because everybody's different, but I use cannabis to mellow, to calm a lot of that for me. So to calm a lot of that super over processing, I'll medicate with cannabis because it helps slow the synapses in my brain. I've studied it too in the past, so I knew, okay, it helps slowing these synapses and the signals going, so I'm not over processing so fast on everything. Some stuff I end up not caring about, which is nice because that's like, oh, now I can be like everybody else. That's kind of like, they don't care so much about where all the exits are or what everybody's face looks like or where their clothes are, and what they're wearing. And so that's for me. If I go into a concert sober, that's what happens. My brain will go, how a computer runs too fast. I'll get that noise in my ear where it's like a ringing. And some people might have that, some people might not, but I get that. And it was explained to me by doctors because I had a QEEG done that it's synapses in my brain running too fast. And so that causes that noise. And it's like, he joked with me when he came out. He was like, your brain runs faster than the speed of sound. And he's like laughing. He's like, but I'm being serious. And so I had like no calm parts of my brain at the time when I was in there. So I think I've started to regulate a lot of that, which was causing me constant anxiety, fight or flight. But it's because when I'm sober, like my brain wants to, like if I go to a concert, I can't enjoy it. Like somebody can show up to a concert without being on the spectrum. That's like a, normal person, but they can go in, not care what these people look like or these people's face or who's where, what they're wearing. Or they're just like, oh, this is cool. Like, where do I want to stand? What do I want to eat or drink? Like they focus on the normal things. Now let me go chill now and wait for this concert to start. Where like for me, it's like my brain is trying to process the entire crowd, catalog everybody, put them in a position in my brain, where their face, where their clothes, colors, like exits, like just cataloging everything for some weird reason. It's like your brain just goes in that overload mode.
Are you able to enjoy the concert
when I'm medicated?
So with cannabis,
yeah. So when I do it, usually I use that a lot integrated in my life, just because that's what helps. It mellows the things down so that I can enjoy stuff like that and not think about all that extra stuff where my brain goes.